Hey guys, welcome to an academy. My name is Ashish, Arora, Faculty of Quantitative Aptitude. So today we are going to start a new batch, new course of complete quantitative aptitude, and today is our first session of speed maths. Speed maths, that is the foundation of quantitative aptitude. So we are going to start this session and we'll learn some important techniques of addition, subtraction, multiplication, base method, and various other methods, converting percentage to fraction, fraction to percentages, and also like several other methods, calculating cube roots of perfect cubes, calculating square roots of perfect squares. So we are going to learn all these things. Let some people join, then we will start the session. We will wait for 4 to 5 minutes after the start of the session, and then we will begin with the content. Hello everyone. Good evening, good evening. Hello, good evening Akshita. Hello Manasvi. Hello Ganga Prasad ji. Hello Souvik. Ganga Prasad ji, it's a same session. It is the session you attended at 5 p.m. The session is same, just the language is different. Here we are going to learn these things in English language. The communication language will be English here. The only difference is this between these two sessions. Hello Shikar. Okay, no problem. You can revise any number of times you want. You can revise, like you can watch them twice, thrice, four number of times, anytime. Hello, hello, hello to everyone. Hello Farhana, how are you doing? How you all are doing? How's your preparation going on? As we are going to wait for 2 more minutes to let some people join, then we will start the session. Tell me please, how is everything going with you? How is your preparation going? Are you practicing enough? And did you watch all the sessions by me? And in this session, we are going to learn some very important things like how to add. What is the best way to add? And then subtraction, then multiplication, and then base method, calculating square roots and cube roots. Okay, nice. Okay. Nice. Okay. So we'll wait for 1 more minute, then we will start the session. And this is the index of our session. That is what we are going to proceed with. This is in this session we are going to learn the smart addition and subtraction methods, smart multiplication, 2-digit numbers, multiplication of 3-digit numbers, multiplication with the base method, and some other important things, and square roots as well as the cube root thing. Yes, you can watch, Farhana. You can watch. You'll get the recordings. You'll get the recordings of those sessions. You can watch those recordings to cover. And for which exam you are preparing? And tell me one more thing. Are you getting any background noise of any music? Because there is a function going on in my neighborhood. Okay, that's nice. Please confirm everyone. Any of you are getting any background noise? Okay, that's good. That's nice because a family function is going on in my neighborhood. Okay. Okay, then you can go for the previous sessions. You will get the previous sessions the course, thorough course on quantitative aptitude. You get the course by this name, and you can go for that particular course. You will get the recordings of that particular course. You can also watch those one, and you can also run these live sessions also. So let's start with our first concept, that is smart addition. How to add these numbers? Like usually the approach that we learned from our childhood, like teacher taught us like to add these numbers in this way, like 4 5 7 9 3 4 5 6 9 4 5 7 2 3 4 8. We'll write them below to each other, and then we will add them vertically, starting from the right side, taking the carry forward, and then adding. This is the usual approach we learned from our school teacher. Okay, but this is not going to be applicable in our banking examination or any of the online examination. Why? Because in that particular examination we need to write these things on the paper first, because the exam is on PC, the exam is on computer. So instead of writing the exact number on the paper then solving, we have to write something more flexible, something more easy to solve. We are going to write something on the paper, but something easier. Okay, so instead of going through this method, we'll approach from the left hand side. We'll approach from the left hand side, starting from the thousand digit. Like for initially, the digit, like digit is first unit digit, then tens digit, then hundred digit, then thousand digit. So we will start from the extreme, starting from the left side, extreme left side, and it will be 4 here, like 4 plus 3, the sign is of addition here, 4 plus 3 plus 9 plus 2. So 4 plus 3, 7 plus 9 plus 16 plus 2, it will be 18. So 18, as we added the thousand digits, so we will add 3 zeros after it. Simple. Then we will proceed for the next digit, that is the hundred digit. So here it will be 5 plus 4, 9, 9 plus 4, 13, 13 plus 3, it will be 16. 16, and we added 100 digit. So we will add 2 zeros, as 100 contain 2 zeros. So we will add 2 zeros after it. Then 7, 5, the next digit, that is the tens digits. 7, 5, 5, 4. 5, 5, 10, 10, 7, 17, 17, 4, 21. Okay, 21, and then we will add 1 zero after it because we added tens digits. Now it is a turn for the unit digits. 9, 6, 15, 7 plus 8. So 15, 15, 30. It's 15, 15, 30. So this is so simple thing to add. Like adding these numbers is so simple. So we can add them directly. It will be 19840. So instead of writing all these numbers and then adding, do one thing, write in this way. Write in this way, so it will be easier to add them. Even in the case of subtraction, we are going to follow the same method. But tell me one thing, did you understand the concept? Did you understand this way of adding these numbers? Please tell me in the comment section. Is it clear? Okay, nice. Now, if is it clear, go for this one and tell me the answer. What should be the addition? Apply the same method, follow the same method and go for it. Time to solve this question is 20 seconds. Do not take more than 20 seconds. And if you will apply the same method, it will not take more than 20 seconds. So we got our first answer from Nishtha. Very good, Nishtha. It can be wrong, but the first answer is from Nishtha. Okay, let's start this. So 2579, 366, 1632, 2788. We have to add these four numbers. But there is some like difference in the previous question and in this particular question, that all the numbers, all these three numbers are 4-digit numbers, but this is 3-digit numbers, 3-digit number. So we have to consider it as the same, like we are going to add the 1000 digit, we are going to add then 100, then tens, and then ones digit. So here the 1000 digit is missing, so we will consider that 1000 digit as 0. Okay, and we'll proceed in the same way. So after proceeding in the same way, just do one thing, add the 1000 digit. Starting with this, add the 1000 digit. So it will be 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 2. So it will be 5. 5, and then we will write 3 zeros after it because we added 1000 digit. Then proceeding to the 100th digits, it will be 5 plus 3, 8, 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 7, it will be 21. And 21, and then we will add 2 zeros after it because we added 100 digit. So this is 2100. Now, for the next digit, that is tens digit, it will be 7 plus 6 plus 3 plus 8, 7 plus 6, 13, 13 plus 3, 16, 16 plus 8, it will be 24. So 24, then we'll add 0 after it, only a single 0 because we added tens digit, and in 10, there is only 1 0. Okay, now the turn is for the unit digit, that is 9, 6, 3, 8. 9 and 6, 15, 15 and 10, it will be 25. So adding these numbers is so simple. Like it is so simple to add these numbers. Instead of adding all these numbers and writing these numbers on the paper and then solving, it is better to add these numbers. So just adding them, you'll get 7365. Clear or not? Is it clear to everyone? Understood? Okay, nice. Now make them a little complicated, make this question a little complicated. Now we added a negative sign here. Go for it. Tell me the answer. What should be the actual sum here? And at any point of time, if I'm not audible or visible, please drop here in the comment section that you are not audible. I'll pause there and we'll look for that technical issue. Do it fast. Nice, Akshita, very good. Okay. So we are going to proceed in the same way. Like just we'll consider the negative sign with the positive sign here. Like here, we are going to add the 1000 digit first. So first 7 minus 3 will be 4, 4 plus 6 will be 10, 10 plus 5 will be 15. So it will be 15. And we solved the 1000 digit, so we will add 3 zeros after it. Now talking about the next digit, that is 100 digit, it will be 8 minus 1 7, 7 plus 3 10, 10 plus 6 16, so it will be 16, 16, and then we will add 2 zeros because we added 100 digits. So it will be 1600. Now proceeding for the 10th digit, it will be 6 minus 6, that is 0. First two numbers vanished. They got vanished. This is 2 and this is 3, so it will be 5. And we added 10 digits, so it will be like 0 in the end. We have to add 0 in the end, so 5 and then a 0. Now talking about the unit digit, it will be 9 minus 6, that is 3, 3 plus 1 4, 4 plus 3 7. So adding these numbers is so simple, like 7 5 6 6 1 1 6 6 5 7 will be your answer, will be at the place of question mark here. Okay, hope it is clear, and I'm proceeding to the next question. Go for it and tell me the answer. 9569 minus 2166 minus 1444 plus 6611 equals to question mark. If you are having any doubt, if you are having any like sort of issue during the preparation, we'll devote last 5 minutes for the Q&A round. So there will be a Q&A portion of the session in the last 5 minutes, so you can ask anything regarding your preparation. In this particular question, it will be like 9569 minus 2166 minus 1444 plus 6611. So starting with the 1000 digit, it will be 9 minus 2 minus 1 plus 6. So instead of like going in the same way, just do like first addition. Like first 9 plus 6, it will be 15. And 15 minus 3, it will be 12. Now talking about the 100 digit, it will be like 5 minus 1 minus 4. So 5 minus 5, 0. The 6 is left here. So we'll write 6 here, and then we will add 2 zeros after it because we solved 100 digit. Now 6 minus 6. 6 minus 6 is 0, and then minus 4 plus 1. Minus 4 plus 1. That means minus 3. And minus 3, then adding 0 after it because we solved tens digits. So it will be minus 30. Now talking about the last digit, that is the ones digit here. So like if you solve this thing, 600 minus 30, it will be directly 570. You can write it directly as 570. Now the last digit, that is unit digit, 9 minus 6 minus 4. So 9 minus 10, it will be minus 1. Minus 1 plus 1 will be 0. So the solution for the unit digit is 0. So the answer will be 12,570. I hope you are getting these things and finding these things easier than the usual method. Is it clear, everyone? So should we proceed to the next type, the next thing that is to be considered here, that is the case of multiplication. 45 into 79. Hello, Ashish. You are a bit late, like you are 15 minutes late in the class. like try to grasp things of addition and subtraction. Like after when you receive the recording of this session, just watch the adding and subtraction part. After that, we are going to proceed with the multiplication thing now. And how to multiply two numbers, like multiply in your way. Like first multiply these two numbers and tell me the product. Then we will proceed in the actual way of solving such questions. Hello Ankur, please multiply these two numbers and tell me the product. Nice, nice, nice. Very good, very good. Okay. Yeah, obviously. Ankur, obviously. The method, not you can say that like trick. Trick is a different thing. Like this is a method of solving. So look at this. So our first step in multiplying these two numbers will be multiplying these two first, the terminal unit digits. So it will be 5 into 9. 5 into 9 is 45. So we will write 5 here and 4 will get forward as a carry. So 4 is carry forwarded. And the next step is considering this cross thing. So first we will multiply 4 and 9. 4 into 9 will be 36. And then we will consider this part, that is 7 into 5. So here then we will go for this cross thing. So 4 into 9 will be 36 and 7 into 5 will be 35. Add these two numbers, you will get 71. And 71 is here, we already have a carry. So it is 4. 71 plus 4 will be 75. So we will write 5 here and 7 will go as a carry. Okay. Then 7 into 4, these two terminal numbers, 7 and 4, these two tens digit numbers, 7 into 4 will be 28, and we are left with a carry, that is 7. So 28 plus 7 will be 35, and then we will write 35 here. So it is directly 3555. Instead of going in with the usual method, try to learn this method, try to practice this part of method, so it will be like better for you. Ankur, it will take obviously less number of minutes or less number of seconds, because this method is new for you. That is why you are looking it as a complicated thing. It is looking like a complicated thing, but if you go for this particular approach, it will take half the time that was taken by the previous, that is the conventional method that we learned in the childhood. So if you follow this particular method, it will take obviously less time. So but try to grasp this thing. Like you have to practice at least 10-20 questions first. Like first multiply two pairs of numbers using this method. Then the method will be like a piece of cake for you. Okay. Then just apply the same method and multiply these two numbers, 36 and 78. Yes, you can watch Debashish. You'll get the recordings of those sessions. Apply the same method that we learned. Do not apply the conventional method. Just go on the course pages. First attend this session, as I'll tell you in the end. First attend this session, Debashish. Okay. 36 and 78. First step will be multiplying these two terminal numbers. It will be 8 and 6. That is directly 48. Write 8 here and 4 will be carry. Okay. Then multiply this cross. 3 8s are 24, 7 6 are 42, 24, 42, 66, 66 plus 4, 70. Write 0 here, 7 here. 3 7s are 21, 21 plus 7 will be 2808. And this fast calculation is just for Ankur, who was showing that you can do that thing in lesser number of time with the usual method. Like if you will be comfortable with this method, it will take like some 5 to 6 seconds to solve this, like the way I solved it. I'm going to explain the whole thing, but I'm just telling you the actual time to solve this. The way I solved this is the actual way of solving, actual time that it will take to solve this type of calculation. But you have to be comfortable with this method. You have to solve such like at least 10 to 20 questions using this particular method. Okay. So proceeding, first we will multiply, like here it was 48, we wrote 8 here, 4 will be the carry. Then 3 into 8 will be 24, considering the cross thing na. So 3 8s are 24, 7 6 are 42, so it will be 42 here. So adding this, it will be 66, and 66 plus 4 will be 70. So we will write 0 here and 7 here. 0 here and 7 here. The next step will be multiplying these two terminal numbers. 7 3s are 21. 21 plus 7 will be 28. So it will be 2808. You can do this thing, this calculation in 5 to 8 seconds, in between 5 to 8 seconds. Is it clear to everyone? Tell me please, confirm once. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Ankur, is it clear? And did you understand why to use this method? Okay. So now, like multiplying 3-digit numbers. When you multiply 3-digit numbers, the usual method is so lengthy. Like first multiply with 5, the whole 3 numbers. Then multiply with 3, the whole 3 numbers. Then 2 with these 4, 5, and 8. And then adding all these 3 products. Very lengthy thing. And you'll be facing such calculation in some of the simplification questions and most of the calculations during the mains paper. So you should know the way of solving, the way of multiplying 2 3-digit numbers. So the first step will be similar to the previous one. Multiply these two terminal unit digits. So it will be ones digits. So it will be 8 into 5. 8 into 5 will be 40. So write 0 here and 4 here. Okay. Next step will be considering this cross thing. This cross thing, that is multiplying 5 and 5, multiplying 8 and 3, and then adding these two numbers. So multiplying 5 and 5, it will be 25. Multiplying 8 and 3, it will be 24. 25 plus 24 will be 49. 49, we have the carry already. We are left with the carry. 49 plus 4 will be 53. So 3 is here and 5 will be carry forwarded. Now, the most important and most to be noticed step, like most you should be attentive enough to understand this thing. That is the next step. Like you have to multiply 5 and 4. 5 and 4, that is 20. Then you have to multiply 8 and 2, that is 16. Then you have to multiply 5 and 3, that is 15. Okay, after multiplying these 3 digits, like having this shape, that is this and this, then you have to add these 3 numbers. It will be 51 and we are left with a carry. So 51 plus 5 will be 56. So write 6 here and 5 here. And then the next step will be considering this cross. 3 into 4 will be 12 and 5 into 2 will be 10. So 12 plus 10 will be 22 and plus 5 will be 27. So you can write 7 here and 2 will be the carry. Next will be here, the next step and the last step. 4 into 2 will be 8 and 8 plus 2 will be 10, that is 10. So here the product will be 107630. I know the method is a bit lengthy and can be complicated if you are like not understanding it in a proper way, but it will for sure take less than the half of the time with the actual thing. Ankur, will try our best, but if you want to complete each and every session, like you already joined a little bit late, like the first batch started from February and that was ideally for LICAAO. But like if you will be available with the previous sessions, try to watch that one also, like try to go for the previous course. You will get the recordings from that particular course. Try to make a balance between this particular live course and the previous course. Try to take them together, then it will be completed before your LICAAO. Next, multiply these two numbers, 128 into 355, and try to use the same method to solve. I'm going to explain the same. Anuj, I'll explain that particular method in this question also. Try to solve it in the way you usually solve this type of multiplication thing. I'll explain that particular concept again. I want your answers. Fast, fast, fast. Try to apply the same method. It will be like a practice for you, practice question for you. The way I repeated several questions, like even twice, there's very less chances that you will get any doubt. But if you are having it, you will be like it will be resolved. Like there are lesser number of possibilities, because if you are having doubt, there will be common with other students also, and they asked that doubt, and we discussed in doubt clearing sessions. So there are very less possibilities for any of the doubt left, because we already like completed doubt session after every 3 sessions. So there is very less possibility. So 128 into 355. 128 into 355. So it will be multiplying these two numbers first. So 8 into 5 will be 40. So you'll write 0 here and 4 will be the carry. Then next step will be considering this cross. It will be 8 into 5, 40. 4 into 5 into root 10. 40 plus 10 will be 50. And 50 with this carry, it will be 54. So write 4 here and 5 will go as a carry. Okay. And then next will be considering this part. 5 into 1 will be 5, 3 into 8 will be 24, and 5 into 2 will be 10. So adding these three numbers, it will be 39, and 39 plus 5 will be 44. Write 4 here and 4 will go as a carry. Next step will be considering this cross thing. So it will be 5 into 1, 5, 2 into 3, 6. So 5 plus 6 will be 11, and we are left with a carry, that is 4. So 11 plus 4 will be 15. So write 5 here and 1 will go here. Then multiplying the last two digits, that is 1 and 3. Product will be 3, and 3 plus 1 will be 4 here. So write directly 4 here. 4, 5, 4, 4, 0 will be the product in this particular case. Is it clear to everyone? The way of multiplication? Yeah, obviously, Farhana, you can go for the discussion forum. You'll get the practice. You'll get the these PDFs and all these things. Next question: when you need to multiply such number, like we learned multiplying two-digit numbers, we learned multiplying four-digit numbers. No, sorry, three-digit numbers, two-digit numbers. But when there are asked about such things like multiplying 456 and 667, one three-digit number and one two-digit number, try to like consider this thing that here the missing digit as 0 and apply the same rule that we followed in the three-digit case. Okay, you can proceed in the same way. Now talking about the next concept, that is multiplying two numbers, that is 101 and 99. So 101 and 99, how to multiply these two numbers? So 101 can be like considered as 100 plus 1, and 99 can be written as 100 minus 1. And you know the values of, like, this is something similar to a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b means a square minus b square. A square minus b square. So this 100 square, it will be like 10,000, and minus b square, that is 1 square. So 10,000 minus 1 will be 9,999. Even you can go with this way also. Multiplying these two numbers can be like this, like 100 plus 1, 100 plus 1 into 99. Okay. And multiplying 99 with 100, it will be 9900, and 99 into 1 will be 99. So you can solve in this way also. 9,999. Okay. So this is some like the way, the art of solving such calculations, 101 into 99. Okay. Apply the same way of solving and just multiply these two numbers and tell me what will be the product here. 62 into 58. Fast, fast, fast. Good, 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 good. Very good. So you can write 62 as 60 plus 2 and 58 as 60 minus 2. Okay. So this is nothing but a plus b into a minus b. A plus b into a minus b. That is a square minus b square. A square minus b square. So you just need to calculate the square of 60 and square of 2 and just subtract. So 60 square minus 2 square, 3600 minus 4, that is directly 596. 300, 590, 3596. Some of the students face difficulties in this subtraction, like they take more than 5 seconds in solving even this subtraction, even the subtraction. So how to like just consider the 600 minus 4 instead of considering 3600 minus 4, consider 600 minus 4. It will be like directly 596 and then add this 3 before it. It will be 3596. So hope it is clear to all of you. Now proceeding to the next concept, that is 688 into 5. Tell me, what should be the product here? What will be the product? Tell me. 3688 into 5. Every question has a concept. That is why I added. Please tell me what should be the product here. 688 into 5. That much of time, like in this simple question, you are what every other person is doing. Like we have received only 3 answers here. Multiplying 688 with 5. Nice. 688 with 5. When you multiply these two numbers, just consider 5 as 10 by 2. Just consider 5 as 10 by 2. So after cancelling this part, it will be 344 and it will be like 3440. Or in the simple way, you can consider it, when you need to multiply any particular number with 5, just do one thing. Divide that number by 2 and add 0 after it. Bas. Simple. So when you need to multiply the 688 with 5, divide this number by 2. Dividing this number by 2, it will be 344 and then add a 0 after it. It will be 3440. Simple. Clear? I'm just like teaching you the basic approach of calculations. So please, any of you, please drop a comment. I think the comments got disabled due to any technical issue. Please, any of you, please drop comment. Okay, it got disabled. Let me reload. Wait a minute. Okay. Due to some technical issue, comment was not working. Now they are working. 344. Okay, nice. Yes. Okay. Sir, decimal ke sikhaiye. Debashish, what do you want to say? Please elaborate. And also we are going to proceed with the next concept, multiplying any number with 25. When you need to multiply any number with 25, go for it and tell me what should be the product here. And while dividing with 2, if you are getting any decimal, I think Debashish, you want to ask this thing. While dividing, if you are getting any decimal, go with the decimals. We need to multiply it with 10 after it. And in this particular case, go for it and tell me the product. What should be the product here? Fast. So we can write 25 as 100 by 4. 25 as 100 by 4. When you divide this number by 4, you will get 141. And then multiplying it with 100, it will be 14,100. So when you need to multiply any particular number with 25, just do one thing. Divide that number to be multiplied by 25 first by 4 and then add zeros after it. Okay. You'll get a habit of this thing, but learn these things through this lecture and try to apply these methods of calculation during each and every class, in the class of simplification, in the class of number series, in the class of like arithmetic topics and DIs. Try to apply these things. Automatically the speed will increase. Okay. So here just you need to multiply, like you are given with 564, that is to be multiplied by 25. Just divide this number by 4, divide this number by 4, you will get 141, and then add 2 zeros after it, you will get the product. Simple, straight. Now multiplying 6416 by 125. So when you need to multiply 6416 with 125, what should be the product here? Go for it and tell me the. Shikhar, if the number is not divisible by 4, solve it up to 2 digits of decimals. Solve it after 2 digits of the decimals and then just multiply. You need to, like in most of the cases, you need not to get the actual exact number. You just need to find the approximate number. You'll get the approximate number. Understood, Shikhar? Okay. Okay, so when you have to multiply 6416 or any of the number with 125, just consider 125 as 1000 by 8. 1000 by 8. When you divide this number 6416 by 8, it will be 802. 802 into 1000, it will be this number. So when you have to multiply any particular number with 125, just divide that number by 8 and then add 3 zeros after it. Okay, so here we have 6416, divide this number by 8, you will get 802, and then add 3 zeros after it, you will get your product. Simple. And it will help you in various cases, it will help you in various calculations. Trust me. Now, next thing is multiplying any number with 11. Go for it and tell me the product. Everyone, please try to participate in these sessions, because if you are not going to solve with me, it will be difficult to you without me. It will be difficult for you without me. If you are not going to solve these things with me, it will be difficult for you without me. So when you have to multiply any number with 11, just write the terminal numbers first. Here in 312, the terminal numbers are 3 and 2. So just write terminal numbers with a like little gap. Okay, 3 and 2. The next step will be starting from the right hand side, and adding these pairs. First pair is 1 and 2. When you add 1 and 2, you'll get 3 here. Just write the 3. Then going for the next pair will be 1 and 3. So adding 1 and 3, it will be 4. Just write that 4 here. You'll get the product, that is 3, 4, 3, 2. Simple. Clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now just multiply this number now. 756 into 11. 756 into 11. It will go in the same way, Shrikar. Even if it is a 15-digit number, it will go in the same way. One more thing that I need to convey through this number is the case of taking the carry forward. Okay, when you understand that particular case, you can apply it for any number, Shrikar. Okay, so when you have to multiply this number 756 with 11, just the same step, write the terminal numbers first, that is 7 and 6. So writing the terminal numbers first, then we will add the pairs starting from the right hand side. So 6 plus 5 will be 11. So we cannot write 2-digit number like this. We have to write only 1 here and 1 will go as carry. Okay. Now adding the next pair, that is 5 and 7. So 5 and 7, that will be 12. 12 plus 1 will be 13. So we will write 3 here and 1 will go as carry. Okay, but we are not left with any of the numbers after this. So what to do with this one? So we have to add this one in the next number, that is 7. So we'll add this number, the left number that is of 1, and 7. So it will be 8316, 8316. Clear to everyone or not? Okay, nice. Now the next concept. Multiply this number 76 into 74 and tell me what should be the product. In every case, I'm going to teach you a particular concept, and in this, a very important concept is written. Please go for it and tell me what should be the product here. Try to use any of the method you learned and apply. And most of you took around like 30, like not 30, but about like 10 seconds to solve this question, 10 to 15 seconds to solve this question. And after learning this technique, it will reduce to 5 seconds. And the technique is very important. Okay, so when you are given with such numbers, like in this case, that is 76 and 74. So if you are given with such numbers, and in which the ones digit or the unit digit, have the sum as 10, as 6 plus 4 as 10, and the remaining digit, that is a tens digit here, are same. When the sum for the unit digit is 10 and the tens digit is same, it can be tens digit or the pair of numbers tens or tens and the next 100 digit. If they are same and the sum for the unit digit is 10, just apply it directly. The steps will be like this. Multiplying these two numbers, 6 4s are 24. Just write it directly. No need to proceed with the carry thing. Okay, 6 4s are 24. And the next step will be adding 1 into it. It will become 8. Like both the numbers are same. Add 1 in any of the numbers. It will be 8. And 8 into 7 will be 56. So just write that thing here. It will be 56. Simple, straight, simple method. Okay. So 6 for the 24 and 7 into 8 will be 56. So 5624 is the way of solving such questions. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Okay. Now if you have learned this method, like apply the same method for this particular question, for this particular case, 32 and 38. Multiply 32 and 38. Apply the same method, it will take 5 seconds. 32 and 38. Everyone. Okay, nice. Okay, so the method here will be the same, like the sum for the unit digit numbers will be 10 here and the tens digit numbers are same. So 8 2s are 16. It will be 16 here. And next will be adding 1 in it. It will be 4 and 4 3s are 12. You need not to use any of the like pen paper to solve such questions. So it will be 1216 directly. Okay, so we can use this particular technique in several other cases. Like if you are given with, like if they are asking for like 45 square, if they are asking for 55 square, it can be like 65 square, any of the number, you need to find the square in which the ending number, in which the unit digit is 5, you can directly find the square. You can directly find the square using this particular technique. Okay, so if you have to find the square of 45, do the same thing. Here the scenario is same. The sum for the unit digit is 10 again. And if they are asking about the square, if they are asking for the square, the unit digit, the tens digit of the remaining numbers will also be same. So it will be 5 into 5, 25, and this will be like 4 into 5, adding 1 in it, it will be 4 into 5, that is 20. So just go for it. Find the square for 55. Tell me the square for 55. Everyone. What will be the square of 55? Everyone, what? Like we are receiving only like 5, 6 answers every time. I want you all to solve these questions. So what should be here? Like 5 5s are 25 and adding 1 in it, 5 into 6, it will be 5 6 are 30. Simple. Now calculate the 65 square. So for 65, it will be like 5 5s are 25, 5 5s are 25, and 6 7s are, will increase 1 in one of the 6. So 6 7s are 42, it will be directly 4 2 to 5. Is it clear to everyone? Now if you have to calculate the square of like 75, 75 square, tell me what should be the product. 75 square. Yeah, it will be 5 into 5, 25, and then 8 sevens are 8 sevens are 7 into 8. We'll do 7 into 8, so it will be 5 6 to 5. Okay, the last one, 95 square. Wait a minute. Okay, nice, nice, nice. Okay, one last for you. Tell me the square of this. Yes, this is the cost for today. Tell me the square of this one. Now it's so easy to calculate these things. Like it will be like 5 into 5, 25. We will add 1 in this 10. It will be 11. 11 into 10 will be 110. So 11025. Simple. Now, as the case is now of 100, it should be better to learn the base method. Okay. So like multiplying 75 will be the same like we did it. And now it's time to learn the base method. Base method in which, like here the base is 100. So it will help you in multiplying numbers that will be close to 100. Like in the case when you need to multiply 103 into 107, it will be helpful to you. And similarly, it will be helpful if you are going to multiply 92 and 93, or 97 into 105. So if you need to multiply any of the numbers, it will be helpful to you, the base method. And here we are going to start with the base 100. Okay. So 102 and 105, we have to multiply 102 and 105. So first, assuming the reference as 100, first we will look for the deviation. The deviation of 102 from 100 will be plus 2, and for 105 it will be plus 5. Okay, 102 plus 100 plus 2 and 100 plus 5. The deviation from 100 is plus 2 and plus 5 for 102 and 105. The next step, then step number 2, will be multiplying these two numbers. Multiplying these two numbers, 2 into 5 will be 10. We will write 10 here. Okay, consider this thing. This should be 2-digit number in each and every case. So if you are getting 3 and 2 and we have to multiply 3 into 2, 6. So we will write it as 0, 6, not only 6. Okay, this should be 2-digit number. Okay, so 5 into 2 will be 10. Next step will be doing this thing. Next step will be doing this thing, 102, and we are having a plus sign here. So 102 plus 5 will be 107. And if you go for the reverse thing, like 105 plus 2, it will be the same, like 107. So you are getting the sum as 107. Do write this thing here, 107. So it will be directly 10710. Ankur, yeah, this is the method. I can understand. I admit this is the method, but I'm teaching you the better ones. We are going to apply these things like in DI, in several things. We are going to learn the simple things in those sessions. But the most important part is here, that is the base method. If you like practice enough these questions, you'll be solving these questions in fractions of seconds. So did you understand or not? Tell me. 10710 will be the product here. Everyone who is watching this session, please confirm. Did you understand the basic concept of base method? Okay. Now multiply it for 95 and 98. Multiply and tell me what should be the product here. 95 and 98. So wait. Look at, first understand. First understand. Here taking 100 as the reference, we will look for the deviation. Deviation for 95 will be minus 5 and deviation for 98 it will be minus 2. Okay, deviation is minus 5 and minus 2. Next step will be multiplying these two numbers. Minus 5 into minus 2 will be plus 10. We are multiplying two negative numbers. So it will be a positive number, 5 into 2, 10. Now next thing is consider this part, 95 minus 2. It will be 93 and 98 minus 5 it will be 93 again. So you can consider any of these two sections. So just put 93 here. The product will be 9310. Clear everyone? Is it clear to everyone? Ankur, we are going to proceed in the same way like we did in the previous question. We are going to look for the deviations. So taking standard, taking the base as 100, the deviation of this 95 is minus 5. The deviation of this 98 is minus 200 minus 298. Next step will be multiplying these two numbers, minus 5 and minus 2. When we multiply, we'll get plus 10. Okay. And the next step will be looking at the deviations. 95 minus 2 will be 93. And or you can go for any of these two deviations like 95 minus 90, 95 minus 2 or 98 minus 5. Do any one of these two cases. So it will be 93 in both the cases. Okay. So just put this 93 here. You will get your product. Shikhar, Ankur, is it clear or should I repeat it again? Okay, nice. If it is clear, go for this one and tell me what should be the product. 103 into 96. 103 into 96. Okay, look at this. Wait. Again, we will consider 100 as the reference, and we'll look for the deviation. Deviation will be plus 3 in this case, and it will be minus 4 in this case. We are multiplying a positive number and a negative number. So we'll get a negative number, minus 12. It will be minus 12. Okay. Next step, what should be the next step? 103 minus 4. 103 minus 4 will be 99. Okay. And 96 plus 3 will also be 99. So we'll place 99 here. So we cannot go for this particular thing. Like 99 bracket minus 12 is absolutely not acceptable. It's incorrect. So how to eliminate this negative thing? So we'll do one thing. We'll take one carry from 9. We'll take one carry from 9. And after carrying this 1 from 9, and we have two digits here, so it will become 100. So we have to subtract this minus 12 from 100. So we have to subtract this minus 12 from 100. So it will be 88. And we took a carry from this 9. We took one carry from this 9. So it will become 8. So the final product will be 9888. Okay, no problem. I'll repeat. The main thing to be understood here is this thing. That is then how to eliminate this negative part. The rest is, I think you understood the rest of the part. We have to learn this part, that how to eliminate this negative thing. Okay. So look, we have to eliminate this thing, negative part. We'll do one thing. We'll take one carry from the neighboring digit, that is 9. So the adjacent digit is 9. We will take one carry from it. So we'll take one carry from it. It will become 100. Like we have two digits here. So it will be like 00 for these one. Or you can do like, remember this thing directly, that we will subtract that negative part from 100 in each and every case. We are going to subtract that negative part from 100. The concept is of taking carry here. The reason behind is taking the carry. So we'll subtract that minus 12 from 100, it will be 88. And as we subtracted it from 100, so and that one we took from this 9, so we have to decrease 1 from this 9 also, so it will become 8, so it will be 9888, so it will be 9888. No, it's not 9900 minus 12. Or you can like consider in that way also, like there is no such difference. You can consider in that part, but the reason behind is like we have to take the carry. Yes, we are going to learn in several methods. Or should I repeat? Wait, I'll repeat it again. Yes, you can consider the same thing that Divya is saying. Like we are here like 9900 minus 12. So it will be like subtracting that 12 from 9900. You can understand in that way also. When you like need to subtract 12 from 9900, you are going to proceed in same way. Like in the same way, it will be like 8 here. We took carry. We took one carry from this 9. Na? We took one carry from this 9. And it will be 10, it will be 9 again, so it will be 8. 10 minus 2 will be 8, so it will be 9, 8, 8, 8. Simple. Understood or not, Ankur? Okay. So now, if the base is 200, if the base is 200, so if the base is 200, let's multiply these two numbers. Taking 200 as reference, and the deviation from 200 will be plus 2 here. The deviation from 200 will be plus 4 here. So plus 2 and plus 4. The next step will be multiplying these two. Multiplying these two will be 8. And as I told you, it should be a 2-digit number. It should be a 2-digit number. So it will be not 8 but 08. 08. Next step will be considering this part. 202 plus 4 will be 206. 204 plus 2, it will also be 206. So we'll write 206 here. But if we are going to write 206 here, what will be the difference between the 100 base and 200 base? So we took 100 as a reference and we now doubled the base. It is now double of the reference, the base we referred initially, that is the 100. So here it is the base double than the previous one. So we will double this number, that is 206. We will double this number, so it will be 412. So final product will be 41208. Clear? 41,208 will be the product here. Is it clear to everyone? Okay. When both the numbers are less than 200. When both the numbers are less than 200. So here if you look at the deviation here will be like minus 2 and it will be minus 8. Minus 2 and minus 8. The base is 200. We are taking 200 as the reference. So 198 minus 8 will be 190. Okay. You can go with any of the steps. Like if you multiply these two numbers, it will be minus 8. The next step, as we like proceeded in the previous ones, minus 2 into minus 8 will be plus 16. So we'll write plus 16 here. Now considering this part, 198 minus 8, it will be 190, and 192 minus 2, it will be 190. It will be same in both the cases. So you can consider any one of them. So write 190 here. So when you write 190 here, like the same thing we did in the case of 200 as a base, so we will double 190. So the double of 190 will be 380. So the final product will be 38016, 38,016. Clear or not? Is it clear or not? Okay, if it is clear, go for this one and tell me the product. If any of you are getting confusion, then watch the session again, you will get the benefit. Obviously, it will not be applicable for this product, Ankur. It is not, one number is nearer to like 100 and other is with 200. So it will be a very big calculation in the case of reference. I'm just like teaching you for the numbers which are closer to any of these bases. That is 100, 200, and we'll consider 50 also. In this particular way, in this particular kind, you can apply the state method that we learned for the multiplication. Everyone go for it, tell me the product. Okay, 197, 206. The deviation from 100 is minus 3 and here the deviation is plus 6. So here the first step will be multiplying these two numbers, minus 3 into plus 6. So it will be minus 18. Now considering this part, 197 plus 6, it will be, Ankur, watch it with utmost focus because this is the same thing that you were asking about, like the negative case again. We are going to eliminate that negative thing again. So watch it with complete focus. So 197 plus 6 will be 203 and 206 minus 3 will be 203 again. So we'll write 203 and then we'll double it the way we learned it. So it is 406. So 406 minus 18. Now we need to eliminate the thing again. So we'll take one carry from 6 and then subtract 18 from 100. So it will be 82 and we need to subtract one here, from here also because we to carry from that part. So it will be 40582. So it will be 40,582. Is it clear to all of you? No problem, Farhana. The main thing is to understand. Ankur, clear with the concepts? There should be no confusion left after this session. We are left with various questions, Farhana. Like we are going to learn this for the base of 50 and I am going to provide you questions of basic calculations after this session also. Okay, go for this one and tell me what should be the product. Try to like connect with the same concept like we did, like we deviated in the way, like we did from 100 to 200. Now it is like 100 to 50. So try to connect with that rule, try to connect with the concept and solve this and tell me what should be the product here, 52 into 55. Ankur, tell me your answer. Shekhar, go for it, tell me the answer. $52 into 55. Okay, look at this. 52 and 55. Here, we'll consider the base as 50. So we'll look for the deviation with respect to 50. So here it will be 50 plus 2. And here it will be 50 plus 5. The first thing that should be considered here is to multiply. 5 into 2 will be 10 here. The next thing is 52 plus 5, that is 57. And here 55 plus 2, it will be 57 again. Like we went from 100 to 200, we doubled this part. Now we are going from 100 to 50. So we will divide this part by 2. We will half this part. So half of this will be 28.5. 28.5. How to deal with this decimal thing? We have to consider it in this way. 28 separately and this 5, 28. This is 28.50. So consider 28 separately and 50 separately. Okay. So write 28 here and this 50 will get added to the remaining part. So it will be 2860 directly. Clear? Clear with the concept? Everyone, Farhana, tell me, is it clear? Nishtha, everyone who is watching the session, please confirm in the comment section. Like I am not like you all are new to me. Like this is your first batch for you and me also because I'm reading your name for the first time. That's why I'm not like know the name of each and every student. So please keep commenting. Yeah, Akshita, I know. That is why you are posting these answers for like very fast because you know all the methods. Okay, so this was for the numbers which are greater than 50. Now this is for the numbers which are less than 50. 48 into 45. Tell me the product. Fast, fast, fast. So 48 into 45. We'll look for the deviations. Deviation from 50 will be -2 and it will be -5. We'll multiply these two numbers. Multiplying these two numbers will be +10, and then 48 minus 5 will be 43, and 45 minus 2 will also be 43. Okay, so we'll write 43 here. The next step will be dividing it by 2 because the base is now half of the previous, that is the mean, that is the reference base, that is 100. So it will be half here. So 43 by 2, it will be 21.5. Consider this 21.50 as 21 separately and 50 separately. So write 21 here and 50 here. So it will be 2160 directly. Hope you are clear with all the concepts. Now we are going to take one number greater than 50 and one number lesser than 50. So 55 into 47. Multiply these two numbers and tell me the product. So the deviation from 50 is +5 and -3. Multiplying +5 and -3, it will be -15. And 55 minus 3 will be 52. 47 plus 5 will be 52, the same in both the cases. So we'll write 52 here. The next step will be dividing it by 2. Next step will be dividing it by 2. It will be 26. And now the next thing is taking carry. They're taking one carry from 6 and subtracting this 15 from 100. So it will be 85, and we need to subtract from 1 from here because we took carry from 6. So it will be 2585. That is the product here. Clear? It will go up to 9 in the evening. Agraj, I am going to proceed the same thing. The next question is based on the same thing that are you asking. Okay. It will go up to 9 p.m. Now this is the question that is asked by Agraj. 56 into 47. Multiply. Don't worry, we are going to cover each and every concept, Agraj. Tell me the product. According to you, what should be the product? So 56 into 47. So it will be +6 here. The deviation from 50, it will be +6, and here it will be -3. Multiplying, it will be -13, -3 into -18, -3 into 6, it will be -18. 56 minus 3 will be 53, and 47 plus 6, it will also be 53. So we'll do the same thing. We'll divide it by 2. It will be 26.5. So the main thing is, like, we'll proceed in our steps that we learned. So we will consider 26, 50 separately, 26 and 50 separately. So it will be 26 here and 50 here. So it is nothing but 50 minus 18, that is 32. So it will be 2632. We are not going to take any carry because, like, we are not left with any negative numbers after completing our solution. So it will be directly 2632. Is it clear, Agraj, and every other person who is watching this session? Okay. Now, percentage to fraction. It is a very easy thing. Like, going to revise this thing. Like, most of you know this thing. Like, how to convert percentage to fraction. Percentage. When we remove that percentage sign, we have to provide 100 in the denominator. So it will be directly 1/4. Again, for any other number, that is 33.33. When we remove percentage sign, we have to provide 100 in the denominator. So it will be 1/3. Approximately 1/3. So for vice versa, the opposite thing, when you need to convert the fraction to percentage, it will be like multiplying that fraction with 100. So it will be like 25% and 33.33%. Now, the main thing is you have to memorize all these fraction to percentage conversions. You have to memorize all these percentage to fraction conversions. It will be important for you for in the topic of simplification, in the topic of obviously percentage, and it will be helpful in all the arithmetic and also for the DI section. So I want you all to learn some things one of those things will be percentage to fraction conversion. And you should know tables up to 20. And like this is a like common thing, most of you like do not like know tables up to 20. Most of you have faced difficulties in the tables of 13, 19, 17. Okay, so try to like eliminate that loop. It will be like harmful for your it will be harmful for your upcoming exam. Like you will like when you got 19 into 7, it would be like time consuming to multiply these numbers. Like you should know 19 into 7. Okay, now next thing is you should know squares up to 30. Squares up to 30. These are the prerequisites of this particular quantitative aptitude course. So squares up to 30, you should know squares up to 30. Cubes, you should know cubes up to 20. It will be like no cubes up to 15, it will be like okay, but it will be better if you know the cubes up to 20. Okay, so you are going to cover these things or not? Please confirm. If any of you are having loops in your preparation, you don't know the tables up to 20, you don't know the cubes up to 20, squares up to 30, try to cover those things. It will be helpful for you. It will be helpful to do the calculation faster. Now, how to find the square root of a perfect square? Square root of perfect square. You are given with a perfect square. You have to find the square root of that. How to find? So this will be based on the method of calculating the square root of a perfect square. We know that the square of 1 is 1, the square of 2 is 4, for 3 it is 9, for 4 it is 16, for 5 it is 25, the square of 6 is 36, the square of 7 is 49, 8, for 8 it is 64, for 9 it is 81. You should know the square from 1 to 9, you should know at least, like this is the prerequisites 1 to 9 to calculate that square root of a perfect square. The square of 1 and the square of 9 ends in 1. This is the pattern that you should know. The square of 2 and the square of 8 ends in 4. The square of 3 and the square of 7 ends in 9. The square of 4 and the square of 6 ends in 6. And the square of 5 ends in 5. So if you are given with any number, like that is 1849, do not post the answer here. I'm not going to ask the square root of this particular number. I'm going to teach you how to find the square root of this particular number. So finding the square root of 1849. How to proceed? First step, please drop all the things. If you are like using any of the social media right now, please drop these things and put your complete focus here. And when you need to calculate the square root of a perfect square, what to do? Come from the right hand, make a group, make a pair of two numbers. Okay, make a pair of two numbers and a group of the remaining numbers. If you are left with one number, group it. If you are left with two numbers, like group it. If you are left with three numbers, do the same thing, group it. Okay, now considering this part, this 49, this is ending in 9, and we have like two possibilities in which the square ends in 9. The possibilities are 3 and 7. So we have two possibilities in which square ends in 9, 3 and 7. The square of 3 and the square of 7 ends in 9. So we have two possibilities for the unit digit. It can be 3 or 7. Okay. Now we'll talk about the tens digit. This 18 lies between the squares of 4 and 5. That is, it lies between 16 and 20. Okay. So it lies between the squares of 16 and the squares of 4 and 5, that is 16 and 25. So here we are going to consider, for the tens digit, we are going to consider the lower number, the smaller number. So here the tens digit will be 4 for sure. It will be 4. And now the main thing is to calculate the unit digit. What should be the unit digit? 3 or 7? What should be the unit digit? So to find what should be the unit digit, do one thing, multiply these two numbers. 4 and 5, 20. If the considered number, that is 18, if this considered number is less than this product, that is 20, we have to consider the smaller number here. If the considered number, it can be 21 or any of the numbers, if it is more than this product, we have to consider the larger number. Okay. So if in this case, Like in this case, 18 is smaller than 20. So we have to consider the smaller number. So 3 will come here. So the square root here will be 43. Is it clear to everyone? The way, the steps of solving, the steps of finding square root of a perfect square. Tell me, is it clear? Okay, if it is clear, go for this one and tell me the square root of 17956. Nice, Nishtha. Very good. Very good, Sabir. Okay, look at this. So 17956. What we are going to do? Coming from the right hand, we'll pair the two digits first and we'll group the remaining numbers. Okay. Talking about 56. This number ends in 6 and the square of 4 and 6 ends in 6. We have two possibilities for the unit digit, for the ones digit. So it will be 4, it can be 4 or 6. So 179. This 179 lies between the squares of 13 and 14. It lies between 169 and 196. So it lies between 169 and 196. This 179 lies between the squares of 13 and 14. So we'll consider the smaller number. The number will be 13. That should be considered here. Now we have to find the ones digit. What should be the ones digit here? So how to find the ones digit? We will multiply 13 and 14. After multiplying 13 and 14, it will be 182. Now the considered number, that is 179, is less than 182. So we have to consider the smaller number. So it will be 134. Answer will be 134. Square root of 17956 will be 134. Clear or not? Please confirm. Please confirm, is it clear to all of you or not? Okay, nice. Consider the smaller number always. The depth in the concept is simply like it should be like 13. Obviously, it cannot be greater than 14. It is greater than 13. 13, it is like 13 square, like 13 square, or we can consider 13 as the initial number. 130 square and the deviation from 130 square a bit. Always lower one. Always lower one. We have to consider like it will be more than 13. So initial numbers will be 13 and the extra will be due to the ones digit, that is 4. That is why we are going to consider 13. If we are going to consider 14, it will obviously cross the limits. It will obviously cross the limit. It cannot be 14. Is it clear? You have to consider the lower one always. Now how to calculate the perfect cube? Okay, no problem. I'll take a Q&A session for 5 minutes after the session. Just go for this one now. How to find the cube root of a perfect cube? It is easier than finding the square root. Okay. So the cube of 1 is 1, the cube of 2 is 8. You have to consider the cubes of up to 9. So the cube of 1 ends in 1. The cube of like 4 ends in 4. The cube of 5 ends in 5. The cube of 6 ends in 6. The cube of 9 ends in 9. But one more like connective thing, the important thing and easier thing to learn, the cube of 2 ends in 8 and the cube of 8 ends in 2. The cube of 3 ends in 7 and the cube of 7 ends in 3. Okay. So if we need to calculate the cube root of a particular number, that is like this 74088, come from the right side. Like in the case of square root, we made a group of two numbers. So in the case of cube root, we'll group three numbers here. We'll group three numbers here and we'll group the remaining numbers. Okay, we'll group the remaining numbers. This number ends in 8 and we know that the cube of 2 ends in 8. The cube of 2 ends in 8. So unit digit will be 2 here. And 74 lies between the cubes of 4 and 5. It lies between 64 and 125. So it lies between the cubes of 4 and 5. So we'll consider the lower one here. So the cube root will be directly 42. Simple. Clear or not? Please confirm. Tell me, is it clear to you? Okay, nice. Then go for this one. Calculate the cube root of this particular number. As I told you, like you have to consider the lower one always, Ankur. Is it clear, Ankur? Nice, nice, nice. So in this case, we are going to like in this way, like we'll go from the right hand, we'll make a group of 3 digits, that is 552, and we'll group the remaining digits. Here we have three digits left, so it will be 474. So 552, the number ends in 2, and we know that the cube of 8 ends in 2. So it will be like the unit digit will be 8 here. Talking about 474 lies between the cubes of 7 and 8, that is 343 and 512. It lies between 343 and 512. Okay, so 474 will lie in between these two numbers. So we'll consider the lower one, that is 7 here. So it will be 78. So the cube root will be 78. So here are some practice questions for all of you. You can take the screenshot and you'll get the PDF, or you'll get the PDF from this discussion forum. So go for these ones. There are no like answers for these questions, like you are having the calculator to solve these questions and you'll get the answer on your own. Just practice these 25 questions after this session. Just after ending this session, go for these questions and practice, and this will be helpful to you. Now we are going for a like Q&A session. If any of you are having any of the question, please ask. You can ask any of the question that is related to your preparation. Yes, Farana, please ask. You were saying about some of that doubt you are having. I'm waiting for you to drop the questions.